So addition we are clear with, right? How to do addition? If you have vectors, whichever way, best is to break it into horizontal and vertical components, right? This is not the only way of doing it, but this is quite a recommended way of doing it. Okay, widely used. So you break it into components using trigonometry, right? So if I say this vector and this vector, it is as good as, it is same as this. Get the point? Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
Like if with your palm, I'm not giving you a very good example, but still, with your palm, if you are say, ayo, what did I make? Banja bhai. Okay, leave it. Okay, with your palm, if you are pushing something, now this is the foot, right? So with the foot, you are pushing something. How many toes? 1, 2, 3, 4. चलो एक और डालेंगे यहाँ पे. Okay. If you are pushing something and you say the thing went over here, acceleration was this side, the net force must be that side, right? Acceleration is always in the direction of force that is given by Newton, sir. Okay. Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
Now this force, maybe some toes were pushing it this way, some were pushing it that way. This sole was pushing it this way. You had from here, you had to push this way. All those small vectors all added makes up this one force this way, right? That is the vector addition. There is a vector addition of all forces. It is not like one force. Is that clear? Is that clear? Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So when I talk of a force, it itself is having so many forces all together, which creates one single force. So if I have been given a single force, why not break it into components of our choice? So we break it like this, okay, whenever we need. Is that clear? But when we break it, we don't keep the original one. Original one is gone, right? Otherwise,
Yes.
double the amount. Is that clear? So it is not like it is a part, this and this. This too is as good as that, okay? It is as good as the original one. It's not like yes, somehow it is sufficient or suffices to be the original one. Not like that. It is as good as the original one. Is that clear? That has to be very, very clear in your head. कि ये और वो same है. Is that clear? So what was I saying? What was I saying? I was saying that you break the forces into components, break the forces into components, and then you do the addition. That would be best. Okay, let me just call it as A, B, C, P, Q, R. Then it is like A plus B, scalar addition of A and B because same direction, minus C, right? Will be your forward if it is a positive number, right? And up will be what? P plus Q plus R, right? Right? Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
Now to report it, they call this, they say this X direction as a unit vector of something called like I cap. I cap meaning to say a vector in
X direction.
having a length of 1. So if I have to tell you there is a vector of say 2 newtons in X direction, it is given as, it would be same as a number 2. This was force. Okay, 2 newtons in X direction. Okay. So it is a number 2 multiplied with number 2. Number 2 is not having any vector thing to it. Multiplied with a unit vector in X direction. Will give you the same thing or not? Unit vector in X direction, I is 1 that side, 2 of i's, 2 i's means I and I will give you a total length of 2 or not, right?
Yes.
So sometimes you don't have to combine it back as this square plus that square under root. You just leave the answer in the form of A plus B minus C in the I direction, because I will just tell you the direction. It will not change any of the magnitude because it is having a unit of 1, right? And how much in the J direction? Sorry, I didn't tell you. The Y direction is called the J direction. J cap is a unit vector in the Y direction, and the k is a unit vector in
G.
z. Okay,
Yes, sir.
unit vector in the z direction. Get the point? So in fact, cap of anything, if I say f cap, f is 2 newtons in this direction. What is f cap? F cap
So
will be,
1 Newton in that direction.
yeah, it will be nothing but I. Okay, anything cap means unit vector. Okay, anything cap means unit vector. I cap means x direction unit vector. If I add some force f2 that way, what will f2 cap be? And suppose the length was 3. What will f2 cap be?
Same direction, but one length.
1
Length of
Newton
one.
each.
Yeah. 1 Newton.
Absolutely one. So this will be your f2 cap. Okay, same direction, everything. So this 3 f2 magnitude, f2 vector can be written as 3 times f2 cap, right? Will be
Yes,
same
sir.
as f2 vector. Okay. Any doubt in this? Any doubt? This is just ways of writing. We are not doing vectors like concepts and all. We are not doing the way we write. Okay. So that when I give you a sheet of question, I was just going through a sheet there. You use a lot of cap and this and that. You should not get confused of what they are asking. It's the same thing. Okay. What we have been doing earlier. Get the point? Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
If you have doubt, you rather ask. Okay. Later on, I did not understand. I did not understand. It's not going to help. Okay. Not going to help. If you have noticed or not, I don't know. The pace of teaching in the initial months and the pace of teaching in the last months are different. Okay. In Jigyasa, you should be able to comprehend to a certain speed. If you are not able to comprehend, it is okay. It's not like end of our studying career and all. Get the point? We can slow down, but expected understanding speed is this now. Okay. What was I saying? 1 second, guys. 1 second. 1 second. 1 second. Okay. So if
Yes,
I
sir.
ask you a question right now, you can answer in terms of ijk. Okay. We'll assume that I is this horizontal. Right. We'll assume that j is this unless until specified something else. Somebody tell me your name and then tell me what will be k direction.
So this is
Shreya can answer.
Yeah, Arushi, tell me.
So K will be coming outside the board.
Okay, so k is outside the board, right? Using your right hand rule, right? Thumb rule, right?
Yes.
In the point, physics says utilize right hand rule like anything. If a person doesn't have right hand or the thumb, or Hrithik Roshan, man. Hrithik Roshan is having 2 thumbs. You know that? When we were young, then he was young, and then in his movies we used to see. Now I've not seen his movie for a while. Has he still got the thumb or removed? I don't know. So would have been a problem for him to do a right hand thumb rule, right? Showing 2 different directions when curling his fingers. What a lame life, man. Ayyo, lame life. Lame. No comments on lame. Bye bye. 1 second. What was I saying? What did I say? What did I say? The vector, I'll give you few vectors to add. Okay. Everybody remembers sine 37 degree, 37, 53, right?
yes, sir.
Okay. What was that? And then I assume 30, 45 and 60 you remember, right? 37 is what?
So 3 by 5.
3 by 5. 53 is what? 4
4
by
by
5.
5.
Right? Roughly. Okay. It's not like exact 37. It is quite near to 37. Okay. So let me just make few vectors and give me answer in like no time. देखो कौन है Okay. How shall I put the arrows? Okay, this way. Okay, this is 30 with the horizontal. This is 37 with the horizontal. This looks like what, 60? I don't know, 60. And then this is your 53 with the horizontal. Got the point? A, B,
Yes, sir.
C, D, E. Okay, this is absolutely vertical. Okay. Lengths are what, 4, 4, 4, 4. It will be our 4. Okay, these 37 ones, I'll just make it 5 once again. 5, 5, rest all 4. Okay, give me the answer in I's and J's. Final answer of A plus B plus 2C plus D plus 3E. Okay. Okay. Okay, guys.
Yes, sir.
Okay, let me just make it as 4B over here. 4B.
Can I keep this in my bag?
नहीं सब मेरे बैग में है.
यही बैग है ना?
Bag for you. Leave my stuff. You don't keep. I'll just keep it.
It's okay. We don't have that much time.
Yeah. So I was just telling that there's a pretty useless formula, and try avoid that. That's a square plus b square plus 2ab cos theta with respect to physics in vectors. Okay, I told them why it is useless and all. It is quite useful formula when you are doing solution of triangles. Okay, in mathematics. Okay, the point is that clear? Is that clear? Okay, so don't go by this. You would be doing. Am I audible? Yeah. You would be doing this formula the first thing in many places where you see vectors. Therefore, I'm giving you a special warning of not using this. Okay. Okay. Now in the same question, suppose I had asked, let me just put some minuses over here. Okay. There's a minus over here. There was a minus over here. Okay. What is your answer now? What's your answer now? Pretty simple. When you have broken it in the I and J form, A is this one, this, and this is your A.
Yes,
So
sir.
much I and so much J is your A, guys. 2 root 3I and 2J is your A. Get the point?
Yes, sir.
What's your 4B? Your 4B is minus 4I times 4. So minus 4I is your 4B and plus 3J 4 times. 3J is your 4B. So that's your 4B. If it has to be minus 4B, what will it become?
So the I
Plus
cap will
16.
become 16 I cap and J will
Yeah,
become minus.
this minus will become plus, right? There's
Yes,
a
and
plus
that
over
plus
here,
will become minus.
right? As simple as that, right?
Yes, sir.
Here 2C remains what it was, and D was originally with the D. This is a D, no? Minus 4J was your D. It becomes a plus 4J or not? This guy, right? This becomes
Yes,
a,
sir.
that's it, okay? And then you'll have changes accordingly in the final answer, right, guys? Never ever forget, this is the easier way of doing, but never ever forget that what was happening. If I asked, let me go back to the original question. If I asked for A plus 4B plus 2C plus D, all vector, 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 then what was happening? We went A, Then we went 4B. 4B is somewhere here, right?
Yes, sir.
So we went 4B like that. And then I'm not drawing to the scale because it will come all on the diagram. And then went 2C. 2C which way? Here, right?
Yes, sir.
Where one end starts. Then went D. D is like D, and D itself was down. So we went down, right? Right? Hmm? This 4 times and all is pretty long ones. Okay, I've not drawn that long. Okay. Hmm? So I'll just draw this one short instead. Okay. Then we went a D down. After that, 3E. 3E is again somewhere over here, right? And this is where we ended our whole journey, right? Hmm? Yes, guys?
Yes, sir.
So this is where we end. This is where we start. So our final answer is this thing, right? This red one is our final answer, right, guys? Get the point?
Yes,
That
sir.
red one is our final answer. Get the point? Hmm? So this red one was a certain I minus and a certain J minus, and which is your this thing. So never ever forget that this is what you're doing. Where one is ending, you're starting the other. Okay, to get the answer. Is that clear? Not displacement, it is forces. Then how it will look like in a real life? How it will look like? It is on the same body. This force, this guy is acting like this. That guy is acting like that. This guy is acting like this. It's not like end-to-end acting. The body is not like here and then there and then there. Body is at one place. Then this guy is acting like this. Then this guy is acting like this. All these forces together eventually turned up to be a certain force this way, right? Hence,
Yes, sir.
the body will be moving. The body must be going this way. Get the point? Because Newton said that force direction and acceleration direction would be ditto same. They are in fact ditto same except for a factor of something which he called as mass. Okay? Is that clear? Is that clear? Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
Is it clear, everybody? So how
Yes,
it
sir.
looks like on how it looks like as actual it is, all those things should be very clear to you. Okay, and best way of adding is just don't make this diagram, break all the forces at one place and do it in a more mathematical way like this. Less chances of going wrong. Okay, get the point? Get the point? So we know how to add and subtract vectors. I'm not going to the actual classical way of teaching it, of making a parallelogram and this and that. Okay, because we are more concerned about having some problems to deal with. Okay, so let us start with the problems, which is the main agenda of today's class. Okay, some problems of forces will be pretty easy, pretty cheap. So do it yourself. Do it yourself. Say this is a certain box. Where's that box? So this is a certain box. Okay, tied to the ceiling by some strings. I'll make the question easy. Okay. This question can be a super cool and super difficult question if I want it to be. What does that represent? What does this represent?
To
A
the
fixed
ceiling.
wall, a fixed thing, okay, immovable thing, okay. Get the point? So connected to Earth, we don't have to care about where that body is going to go. It is not going to go anywhere, okay. Now this is a box of weight, say, of mass, say 10 kgs. 10 kgs. Acceleration due to gravity is suppose 10 meter per second square, okay. Suppose the strings are making an angle of, this is 37 degrees and this is 45 degrees. Okay. Okay, we'll not involve roots and all. Let it be 53 degrees. What did I say? 53 degrees. Okay. find the tension. Tension is a force with which the string pulls a body. Okay. Hmm? Tension in a string is extended or under tension, then wherever the string is attached, two ends it will be attached, maybe one is in your hand or whatever, this is your hand or whatever, string is going to pull both the ends. So typical representation of tension is two arrows going towards each other. So when I was a kid, I used to think, अरे ये तो compression दिखा रहा है, क्या दिखा रहा है, ये तो ऐसे दबा रहा है यहाँ पे. No, this is like, this arrow is like right at this end. Some ICSC class 10 books, they'll make it like this. That's stupidity. Okay, they'll just make it anywhere. At this end, the arrow is like this. At this end, the arrow is like this. Okay. At any point in the middle of the rope, the arrows are like this. I'll discuss it later on. Any point of the rope is getting ripped away by that tension, which is pulling both ways. But the end points, it is like this. I'll tell you this thing. I'll tell you a bit later. Just for I mean, coming back to the vectors and all, this the string is going to pull the body along the string. It's called the tension. So let me call this as T1 and this is T2. Okay, find the value of T1, T2 fast, guys. So we have started with the application of the concept of vectors, what we have just done. Okay. Okay, addition we have just done. It's a 10 kg body. Acceleration due to gravity is 10 meter per second square. The string will have some tension, right? Find that tension. The string will have tension. You don't take tension. Get the answer as soon as possible.
Sir, what is the value of cos 53?
What were you doing in the previous question? Who was that?
You gave only sine 53, sir.
I gave sine 37 also, right?
Yeah, I'm asking for cos 53.
Yeah, who is that? I'm asking who are you?
Shreyas, sir.
Yes. Three anywhere in this. How did you get this 3? Why did you not ask earlier? If that's an issue. Then my second issue with your question is, I said, I know what I've given, okay? I'm not very smart, but few things I know. Sine 37 degree. I said I gave you sine 37, and then you insisted, yeah, I know you gave me sine 37, but what is cos 53? I think they are the same, right? Are they not? Are they not complementary angles? As Aditya or me or anybody told you about complementary angles?
Yes, sir, complementary, sir.
So sine of this, cos of that, right?
Yes.
If this is 3 by 5, then this is also 3 by 5, right?
Yes, sir. Sorry.
Therefore I gave 2 sine. Okay, sine 37 as well as sine 53. There also sine 53 I should have not given you, but I just wrote because I'm not doing trigonometry. Sine 37, when I give you, all 4 are known. First of all, these 2 are known. Then how to know sine 53? Do a sine square plus cos square is equal to 1 out of this, and you'll get a sine 53 value out of this value. By doing a sine square plus cos square is equal to 1, and it'll give you 4 by 5, which will be your cos 53. So all are known, right? By just giving any one. Chalo, do it first.
Sorry, sir.
That's okay.
Sir, should we send a private?
Away from your mic, please. This one is, suppose the weight of this thing is 25 Newton, is the weight of somebody. How much must be the tension over here?
25 Newton.
25 newtons.
Must be 25 because the body just feels the forces. and the body is not going anywhere, F is equal to ma means if there is a residual force, there will be acceleration. We can easily see that the body is not accelerating anywhere. It is just there. That means the force must be zero, right? And what did I say? This force is not one of the forces. It is all forces combined, right? I already said in this class. Okay. So whatever I say is important and is to be fully understood. ये नहीं कि तो उसने casually बोल दिया होगा ये तो ऐसे ही है, ऐसा कुछ नहीं है. This is a net force of all the external forces added, all vector addition of all the forces. Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
So if this is the net acceleration, if this is not the net acceleration, then this is not the net force. Okay, this is also a new thing I told you. Okay, anyways, somebody is chatting. Okay, so I can clearly see that this green body is not going anywhere. I can clearly see that the acceleration, whichever way I make it, is zero. This means the force must be zero. But I see at least one force acting on it, which is a weight, which is 25 Newton. So how is the force zero? There must be some other force which is opposing this. So who else is there? Only that string is there and tension acts along the string, which I told you over here. Tension always pulls the thing. So this must be 25, 25 minus 25. So the, yeah, why?
हाँ चल रहा है, सामान हटाना है भाई.
ठीक है, बाहर कर दो ना.
अरे ये सब सामान कैसे बाहर करूं?
5 minutes, 5 minutes. Okay, got the point, guys? Got the point? Got the point?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, 25 minus 25 is equal to 0. So what will be T1, T2? Anybody did the answer? Did the question?
Sir, I got T1 to be 18 Newton and T2 to be 16 Newton.
T1 to be? T1 to be?
18 Newton.
18.
80. 80.
Acha.
And T2 60.
T2 60 Newton. Is it right, guys? Anybody else? Anything else? Any other answer?
So even I got the same thing.
So I also got
Okay,
the same.
okay.
Even I got
Must,
1860.
must any two people are getting it, so must be same because you can't be doing the same. All of you can't be doing the mistake. So best way is to resolve the vectors, right? The forces, and then to analyze. So what is the vertical one? This one will be T1 sine 53 or cos 53.
Sine 53.
Thing is along 53 is cos. So this is T1 cos 53. This is T2 cos 37. This one is T1 sine 53. This is T2 sine 37, right? And there's a force downwards, which is the weight, and nobody can stop it if you are on earth. Okay. Does the weight act on you when you are underwater, guys? Does the weight act on you when you are underwater?
Yes, but there's also upthrust.
Yeah, the weight always acts. Nice. Okay. Nobody can stop the weight. Okay. That's another thing, that other forces are also acting, like water is forcing you up. That is another force, but weight is always acting. Okay. So you feel weightless is another thing. Weight is acting. You feel whatever is another thing. Okay. So vertically, the body is neither jumping or not going down. So this 100 must be equal to T1 sine 53. So I'll rather write the value of sine 53, 4 by 5, and T2 3 by 5, right? What about this? This is not neither going left or right. Neither going left or right. So T1 cos 53. Cos 53 is how much? Must be equal to T2 cos 37. Cos 37 is how much?
5.
Right? So you got two equations,
Yes.
two unknowns. You can just substitute the value of T1 with, 3 T1 is equal to 4 T2. You can substitute the T1 for T2 over there and get the answer, right? Any which way you can solve it, right? Yes, guys?
Yes, sir.
Two unknowns, your wish. How It must be okay. Cool. 3 times T1. 3 times T1 is how much? 3 times is 240. Is 4 times T2 or not? Yes, it is satisfying equation number 2. Then 4 times T1. 4 times T1 is how much? 4 times T1? 320, right?
Yes, sir.
And 3 times T2. How much is that? 180. 320 plus 180. How much is that? 500. 5 is it 100? Yes, it is. So the answers are okay. All right. Is that clear? Okay, so this is like the first baby application, right? The better applications would be when you have to do subtractions also, right? And that is one of the main agenda of our work. Okay, so next class I'll start with your relative velocity. Is that clear? Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
That is why the vectors were being taught to you. This 1 or 2 classes, what we did yesterday and today, is more of making you familiar with how to add and subtract vectors. Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
And laws of motion, I'm not getting into too much of this. Like I have to explain a lot on how strings, how each particle experiences a force, this and that. I don't have to because I'll do it in laws of motion whenever I do. Okay. So मुझे
Yes,
अभी
sir.
relative velocity करना है. So what I'll do is I might give you some 4, 5, 6 questions by tonight or tomorrow to do on vectors so that you get okay with addition or subtraction of vectors. Okay, I know your exams must be going on, but doing 5, 6 questions on vectors is not a big deal. Okay, get the point? Chalo.
Yes, sir.
Stay back. If you don't have doubt, get lost.
Sir, those
Purposefully, no? Who was that?
Sir
Gone.
Shreya.
One of my eardrums gone.
Sorry, sir. Yeah,
Yeah,
sir. Those questions you'd given before, like some days ago, in those circles and all. Are you going to check those questions, sir?
Yeah. You put it on the WhatsApp group straight away.
So I have sent it to you privately. So should I put it on the WhatsApp group also?
So even I sent it private.
Yeah. Put it on the अच्छा privately भेज रहे हो क्या? Let me see our platform is working or not. If it is working, I will ask you to upload there. Okay, and I'll ask my maths teacher to correct it. Okay. Can someone just send a message on the group to me with respect to this maths circle questions where to upload? Okay.
So on